Hello everyone, welcome to V classes. As you already know, we are going to learn about invariant subspace. So let's see what is an invariant subspace. Let T be a linear operator on an inner product space V over F. A subspace W of V is said to be invariant under T if T maps W into itself. That means if we have an inner product space V and T is an operator from V to V and W is subspace of V, then W is said to be T invariant if T maps W into itself. That is, image of every vector of W goes to W itself. Mathematically, we can write this as any W belonging to W. That means if we take any vector of this subspace W, then its image under T belongs to W itself. Then such a subspace is said to be T invariant or invariant under T. So W is called as T invariant or invariant under T. Okay, so let's discuss theorem based on this topic. This theorem states that let T be a linear operator on an inner product space V over F. Let W be a subspace of V. Then we have to prove that if W is T invariant, W is invariant under operator T, then orthogonal complement of W is T star invariant. If W is T invariant, then its orthogonal complement will be T star invariant. Okay, so let's prove this result. So given T is an operator from V to V. And W is T invariant. That means for any W belonging to W implies T of W, that means image of every element of W belongs to W. What we have to prove? We have to prove that orthogonal complement of W is T star invariant, where T star is adjoint of T. That is, we are going to prove that for any V belongs to orthogonal complement of W implies T star of V belongs to orthogonal complement of W. Okay. Now we know that orthogonal complement of W consists of those vectors of V which are orthogonal to W. That is, their inner product is 0 for every element of W. Okay. So let V belonging to orthogonal complement of W be arbitrary element and W belonging to W be arbitrary. Okay, then inner product of V with W will be obviously 0. Now we have to prove that this orthogonal complement of W is T star invariant. So we have to prove that image of V under T star belongs to orthogonal complement of W. And it will belongs to orthogonal complement of W only if it is orthogonal to every vector of W. So let's find out the inner product of image of V with arbitrary element of W. So by definition of adjoint, we can write this as inner product of V with T star star of W, and which is equals to inner product of V with T W. But since W is T invariant, so image of any vector of W belongs to W. So let T of W is equals to W1 say. So inner product of V with W1. But V is arbitrary element of orthogonal complement of W, so its inner product with every element of W would be 0. So this inner product would be 0. Okay, so that means inner product of image of V with W is equals to 0. But W was arbitrary element of W, so this implies this condition holds for all W belongings to W, and hence T star V belongs to orthogonal complement of W. But V was arbitrary element of orthogonal complement of W, that means this condition holds for all V belongings to orthogonal complement of W. So we have proved that for any V belongings to orthogonal complement of W, its image also belongs to orthogonal complement of W, and hence orthogonal complement of W is T star invariant, and hence proved. Now let us consider an illustration on this topic. Let T be a unitary operator. So here we are having T as unitary operator, that means T will commute with its adjoint. Okay, this condition is given. On an inner product space V over F, if W is T invariant, again W is T invariant, that means any W belongings to W implies image of W under T belongs to W. This is also given. We have to show that orthogonal complement of W is also T invariant. In the theorem, we were having a linear operator, and when T is a linear operator, then if W is T invariant, its orthogonal complement was T star invariant. But if T is unitary operator, here T is a unitary operator, then if W is T invariant, then its orthogonal complement is also T invariant. That means if W is invariant under T, then its orthogonal complement will also be invariant under T. So let's prove this. So to prove W perp is invariant under T, that is any V belongings to orthogonal complement of W implies T of V belongs to orthogonal complement of W, and this will belongs to orthogonal complement of W only if this image is orthogonal to every vector of W. Okay, so let V be arbitrary element of orthogonal complement of W and W be arbitrary element of W. Okay, now since W is T invariant, so if W belongs to W, then its image will also belongs to W. So therefore T of W, say this is equals to W1, will belongs to W. Clear? Now we have to prove that since V is arbitrary element of W, so orthogonal complement of W, sorry, so its inner product with will be equals to 0. Clear? Now W1 is also element of W, so clearly inner product of V with W1 will also be 0. Now we have to prove that W perp is T invariant. So we'll consider the image of V under T and its inner product with W1. This will be equals to inner product of image of V. What was W1? Image of W under T. By definition of adjoint, this will be equals to inner product of V with T star T of W, which is equals to inner product of V with T star T of W, but T is unitary, therefore T star T is equals to identity. So this is equals to inner product of V with I of W, that is inner product of V with W, but inner product of V with W is equals to 0. So that means this inner product of image of V under T with W1 is equals to 0. Sorry for this background noise, guys. It's coming from my neighborhood and I can't really help it. Extremely very sorry. So image of inner product of image of V under T with W1 is 0. But W1 was arbitrary element of W. So this implies this inner product is 0 for all W1 belongings to W. Okay. So that means T of V is orthogonal to W. So therefore T of V belongs to W perp. Clear? So we have proved that if W is arbitrary element of W perp, then its image also belongs to W perp. That is, W perp is T invariant. So this was required to be proved. So that's all for today. See you in the next lecture.